Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Badru. We are from Group 6. We are going to present our group assignment 2 for the companies Malayan Mills, Heavier Berhad, Muda Berhad and WTK Berhad. In this group assignment, we are going to discuss the introduction, the impact of internalization on companies' stock return, profitability and growth, the factor that affect the level of internalization, and the conclusion. My name is Afira binti Amran, mathematics number 279593. We proceed with the introduction. When we talk about internalization, we are referring to the permanent establishment in foreign market. Hence, according to the Welch and Lausterian, the term of internalization refers to the process by which commercial activities are carried out outside of the limit of the home country with the degree of involvement operation. The primary purpose for this research is to investigate the impact of internalization has on the stock return, growth and profitability. Besides that, to find out what affect the level of internalization. Hence, we are going to answer these two questions.
Hi, my name is MANISH RADHAKRISHNAN and my match number is 280337. Today I'm going to talk about what is the impact of internationalization on companies' stock returns, growth and profitability. In order to answer the first part of the question, we are going to research of the impact that globalization has on the stock returns, growth and profitability of companies. Our analysis will center on these three qualities as our dependent variable. On the other side, the effect of internationalization will turn out to be our independent variable, which are foreign revenue, growth, foreign sales and many more. First of all, I'm going to talk about impact of internationalization on company stock returns. To begin, the rate of the return of company stocks will serve as the first dependent variable that will be investigated. The result of the statistic study regarding the principal effects on independent factors on the growth of all four companies are shown in the next slide, which are table 2.11 and the following slide, table 2.1.2. However, there are two types of independent variables that have missing correlations, which are foreign CEO and foreign CEO. As you can see here, this is the model summary and ANOVA. There is a statistically high significant difference between the two groups of variables when comparing, which the result is at the 0.01 level of significance. The value of the adjusted R2 correlation and coefficient is 0.802, which indicates that there is a positive correlation between the variables. As a result, this may also be demonstrated by the strong link that exists between the dependent variable known as stock returns and the other independent variables, as shown by the fact that the R value is 0.934. So as we can see here on table 2.1.2 is the coefficients. The only coefficient that recorded a positive relationship between the stock returns are total debt divided common equity and lot of market capitalization. This means for every 1% increase in the independent variable, the stock returns will be increased by about 7.3% for total debt divided common equity, ROE, which is return on equity, and 9.74% for lot of market capitalization, if the other independent variables in the model remain constant. This is consistent with the theory that ROE has a positive effect on stock returns. Meanwhile, the other independent variables show a negative relationship with stock returns. Thus, if we can take an example from a table such as oil price volatility, it can be explained that when 1 unit of oil price increases will lead to 0.012 decrease in stock returns. Next, we'll talk about impact of internationalization on the company's growth. The rate of growth of enterprises is the second dependent variable that was examined in this report. Appendix 2 presents the findings of statistical analysis that investigate the primary influences of independent factors on the expansion of all four businesses. However, there are two categories of independent variables that do not show any correlation, which is foreign CEOs and the gender. This is the model summary and ANOVA which was obtained from SPSS. When comparing the two groups of variables, there is a statistically significant difference between them, with the results being significant at the level of 0.01. There is a positive correlation between the variables as shown as the adjusted R2 correlation coefficient, which has a value of 0.936. Because of the significant correlation between the dependent variable, annual growth, and the other independent variables, as indicated by the R value of 0.979, this may also be demonstrated. This is the table 2.2.2, which is coefficients, was obtained from the SPSS2. According to the findings, the only coefficient that register a negative relation between annual growth is lot of market capitalization. This is something that we can observe for ourselves. This indicates that the annual growth will increase by approximately 0.095 when the lot of market capitalization increases by 1 unit. This is the case even if the other independent variables in the model are held constant. This finding lends credence to the hypothesis that a positive relationship exists between the annual growth and market capitalization. In the meantime, the relationship between stock returns and the other independent variables reveal a positive trend. Therefore, if we select an example from a table such as foreign asset, we can explain that when one unit of foreign assets increases, it will lead to 0.4888 improvement for annual growth. This can be demonstrated by looking at the table.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello everyone. My name is KHAIRUNNISA DAMIA binti BAHARAM. My metric number is 281573. I would like to explain the third impact of internationalization, which is the impact on company profitability. First of all, as you can see from the picture, at the 0.12 level of statistical significance, the regression is significant, while the adjusted R2 value is 0.436, which demonstrates that there is a positive correlation between variables. Higher ratios of all the independent variables are related with improved accounting performance as measured by return on assets. Hence, this also can be proven by the strong relationship between dependent variable, which is ROA, and other independent variables, which can be seen as the R value is 0.797. The data indicate that the only coefficient that registered a positive relationship between profitability and foreign member, oil price volatility, total debt divided common equity, and foreign revenue growth.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NABILA binti MOHAMAD SAZALI and my metric number is 279529. Next, I will present for the question 2, which is what are the factors that affect the level of company internationalization? In order to answer the questions, we are doing the analysis about the factor that will affect the level of company internationalization. For this question, the dependent variable is foreign sales, while the independent variables are COVID-19, tangible asset, market capitalization, oil price volatility, firm age, board size, exchange rate volatility, and also total debt divided by common equity. Next, I will proceed with the coefficient data. Coefficient and p-value in regression analysis function together in order to know and to tell which relationship in the model are statistically significant or not. Furthermore, the linear regression coefficient also describe the relationship between each dependent and independent variable. The p-value of the coefficient indicates whether the relationship is statistically significant. From the table, we can see that for the firm age, it is highly correlated as the significant value state 0.002, which is lower than 0.05. Besides that, the significant value for the independent variable, which are board size, exchange rate volatility, oil price volatility, and COVID-19, show that these four independent variables are not correlated with the dependent variable, which is foreign sales. Lastly, the significant value for the independent variables such as market capitalization, tangible asset, and total debt divided by common equity show that the significant values are lower than 0.05 and correlate with the foreign sale. So, that's all from me. Thank you. I will pass to the next presenter.
So to conclude, each level of internalization plays essential role and responsibility in enabling business to convert and change the temporary advantage.